Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Warhammer 40k. Last time we landed on Footfall and were immediately attacked by these thugs, Amber thugs, who killed all the nobles that came to see us. Long live rogue trader Imogen von Valancius, rightful successor to the Warrant of Trade and the von Valancius Protectorate. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Robot Dude. Oh, loyal servant of the Imperium of Man, unvanquished. But yeah, we got ambushed by gang members, so we're gonna have to go talk with the liege about that because that's unacceptable. But we've also got a level up here for Adira, or Adira rather. A few levels, I believe, because she's been out of the party for a little while. So available talents and characteristics. So talents. No more recommended talents for her. Okay. In that case, is this this one? The first psychic power used each turn increases veil degradation by 2 points less. If this talent reduces the effect on veil degradation to less than 0, veil degradation is instead decreased by 1. This is the talent that I was being advised to pick up, so we're going to go ahead and grab that one because it sounds really great too. Makes it easier to use our veil powers. And as for your characteristic, you get your intelligence up, or weapon skills, ballistic, or willpower. I think we're going to get willpower up. That'll put her at 60 willpower. Let's go and do that. Alright. Oh, then we can bump it up again if we want it to. Or we can get weapon skills, ballistics up. Or intelligence. Intelligence will get to 40 if we do that. But I do think she needs strong willpower. Everything I've heard about the corruption and chaos and stuff, she needs to make sure she doesn't lose control. And we'll take that. And then another common talent. Hold on. Can I go back to the beginning here? Yes. Okay, so stabilizing factor is a common talent, so we should probably not get that one yet. Instead, let's try and get one more archetype talent for her. Comprehensive analysis. If the target of the analysis enemies has 2 or more exploits, their target suffers 1 additional. That's not bad. Inflict despair. That is affected by both an exploit and exposed weakness. The enemy loses 3 MP and their damage is reduced by 20% in the next turn. That's pretty good. I like that one. Nah. I think we've got that on Pascal. Maybe. Offensive pattern prediction. Has 3 times intellect bonus. Less damage from enemies affected by exploits. Reactive study. Okay. Informed hit. I'm pretty sure I've read through all these before, so I'm just gonna try and quickly read through them myself. We do have precise strike, so maybe this will be useful. Haven't really used it very much, but and maybe that means we should get her int bonus up more if we do this. That's not bad. Our perception is not 10 or higher. Yeah. Does seem like int is important, but we didn't go int with her. Here we go. If the operative attacks a target affected by the exploit from a distance of 15 minus my perception bonus, which is 5, so 10. Cells or farther. The attack deals 50% more damage. That could be good. The problem with those is it doesn't seem like I've invested a lot in her offensive abilities, like her weapon abilities. So I'm wondering if I should not do that and focus more on the on her psyker abilities and her exploits and stuff. Precise attack grants the operative a bonus to perception equal to the number of exploits removed minus 2. Or divided by 2, rather. That could be good. Int bonus. We're going to try and stay away from int bonuses for her. Oh, no, this is what we have on Pascal, I believe. Okay. I think out of all of these, I think I liked Inflict Despair the most. We're going to get that. Willpower stays. All this stuff is going to stay. And then Common Talent, this time we'll get Stabilizing Factor. Yep. And then for this one, uses the weapon skill at 30 and okay. Next turn, the target cannot move until the end of combat. The target's MP. That was not bad. This could be good. All of these could be good, I guess. Attack also intimidates all enemies in a 5-cell radius around the target, reducing their dodge. I like this one. Let's get that, because I think she's probably going to be more of a ranged character. And if we can do this at range, that's pretty good. Hope I did all right there. Alright, to the archetypes, you get to pick yours now. So you can be an assassin, a bounty hunter, or a grand strategist. Now, I know I'm a bounty hunter. I think we've already got a couple of grand strategists, right? Yeah. This is the one where you get to, like, pick... Yeah. Okay, so I don't want that one. We've already got 2 of those. In that case, we're going to go assassin for her. In a single opening for each enemy on one of the enemy's sides opening. When the assassin hits an opening, excluding over penetration, they deal an additional 10% of the target's max wounds damage. After an attack, the opening is moved to the opposite side of the enemy. Okay. It does require her to move around, but I don't know. We're gonna go for it anyway. Fuck it. Alright. She's leveled up.
The world will bow.
Alright. Oh my goodness. Look at all that. Do we want any of this stuff? 35% flak armor. Nah. Chainsword. A combat shotgun. I do kind of want that. Can I, like... Let's just move everything over there and then get the shotgun out of there. There we go. Collect all. Alright. Man, I got a lot. Alright, so there's a ton of stuff to see here, it seems like. Take a look at the map. We've got Opticon 22 and a bunch of loot and goods. Okay. Looking at our journal here. Ship's inspection. It will take time. Blah, blah, blah. The Voxmaster report. Yeah. Visit the Liege of Footfall. Liege Takara is waiting in his residence. So we need to do that. Right. Alright, I guess we'll just look around this area. Let's go have a look. Got some goods here. Let's grab that. A leaflet. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. A&V. A&V. Is that Amber? Amber? Okay. A lot of dead people just lying around. Which, is a bit worrying, really. Ooh, what's this? Enforcer Light Carapace. Light armor. Let's see here. I'm wondering if we should probably send, like, a lot of this stuff away. Wait, where's the armor we just picked up? Huh? I thought we picked up armor. That... Huh. I'm not blind, am I? I probably am blind, but... I don't see it anywhere. Well, do I have anything to be put on? We got a lot of crap. There's a lot of crap in here. Oh yeah, this is for heretical people. Yep. Go and take that. That'll be good for you. Do we have 2 of these? Nice. I don't think there's anything else you need to put on. Anybody else missing things? You're missing boots. Yeah. There you go. I guess you're missing boots too. I love that great sword he's got. That's so cool. What are you talking about? What is he saying? Before Rogue Trader Von Valancius, Guardian of Order, ruler of great and lesser worlds, Warp Strider of the Karanis Expanse, may the world tremble. I know that bird. The local Adeptus Mechanicus uses it to get around. Their boats are easy to tell apart from all the pirates, smugglers, and other scum. Opticon 22. The tall, hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. A breathing mask conceals his gaunt features. The skin on his hands is of a sickly gray hue, while his augments show signs of combat damage and are plated in black chromium, giving him a general air of lugubriousness. Initiating identification procedure. This unit is defined as Logis Opticon 22 and is a fully authorized representative structural part of the Cognizance fleet and the priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options: information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, and donations. Initiating official greeting procedure for esteemed high-value visitor, glory success to House von Valancius. A Benharic aria begins to flow from the scratched vox attached to the tech priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logisticar Theta. Pascal and Opticon 22 exchange glances and a short series of Benharic signals before bowing their heads in satisfaction. Opticon 22's head bows noticeably lower than Pascal's. I want to make a trade deal. What is Logisticar Theta? Under the contractual obligation in question, 34.761, Terran cycles ago, the Explorator Cognizance fleet received from representatives authorized units of the Von Valancius dynasty a volume high-grade promethium equal to the fuel capacity of 6 Tantalian void tankers. Oh man, what a sentence that was. Jeez. Received it and then didn't pay. Compensate, remunerate, settle accounts. Should I go on? Or is that enough synonyms? The stipulated payment reciprocal offering from the Cognizance fleet can be made to Von Valancius' assets at the current time, after which the contractual obligation will be fulfilled or archived. Confirm your status regarding acceptance of the payment reciprocal offerings. You waited 30 years to pay up? You're saying that my dynasty has had extensive business dealings with you? What payment can I expect? I confirm, no payment is needed. You waited 30 years to pay up? Execution of payment reciprocal offering is in accordance with the specifications of the contractual obligation. Allocation of assets from the holdings of the Cognizance fleet was initiated when the tankers reached the main squadron, 14.905 Terran cycles after the initial transaction. The asset allocation process concluded, 2.663 Terran cycles later. Transportation of assets to the Firmenbundes system took 16.862 years, or Terran cycles. Final delivery of assets to Footfall took 0.331 Terran cycles. Clever. If you had been purchasing fuel for a squadron at the other end of the Imperium, you may never have had to pay at all. We would have turned to dust before you made it there and back. You're saying that my dynasty has had extensive business dealings with you? This statement is true. The Cognizance fleet concluded 1,292 contractual obligations with the von Valancius dynasty as represented, led, and administered by the counterparty identified as Theodora von Valancius. I needed a drink. The most substantial was Pact 8 Yule, in accordance with which Archmagos Cubus Delphim, data usher of the sevenfold hallowed workshop of the sacred world of Euphrates II, was transferred to the planet Kiava Gamma to perform the duties of Minister as its fabricator censor. The services of such a highly enlightened, enhanced, authorized servant were recompensed via the offering of paid forthwith a 7-year contract granting the fleet's exploration vessels maintenance privileges at the Kiava Gamma facilities. That is true. In the last couple of decades, Lady Theodora took pains to form a strong relationship with the Cognizance fleet. She turned down a dozen candidates looking for the right tech monitor to watch over Kiava Gamma. What payment can I expect? Universal Mobile Orbital Deployment Extractiums, Astra Eridor processing complexes, and the quantity stipulated in the contractual obligation. Each unit has undergone a cycle of maintenance liturgies and has been assessed for conformance to the Sacred Standard template construct. Great creations of the Omnissiah. Blessed be his beneficence, which was bestowed upon these complexes industrial mites and a full cycle of reproduction and life support. I confirm I am willing to accept the payment. I thought about, giving it to them as a gift, but I think I want it. Mobile Extractum times 2. The quest is accepted. The sacred machines will be loaded into the hold of your vessel. The contractual obligation Logistica Theta is concluded. The Cognizance fleet thanks House von Valancius for its cooperation. I seek the friendship of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in, considers expeditious cooperation with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide services to the von Valancius dynasty. The priority of service task can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The Cognizance fleet will be glad, alternative and available, to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items. Reminder: storage, study, and or disposal of the aforementioned objects with the exception of 3 miscellaneous items is the preferential right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Explorer fleet will also accept information about planets in the Coronus Expanse that have not previously been recorded in the planetary register. Why do you want information about planets? I asked the wrong thing. Why are you interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The Cognizance fleet finds it reasonable to believes that forbidden knowledge in the hands of the laity causes destruction and violations that go against the Omnissiah's will. Weakness of mind and will unleashes xenoheresy, which consumes the laity whole. An example that demonstrates the outlined pattern, a void station in the system of Langren's belt. According to data available to the Cognizance fleet, the heretics on the station have trade relations with Xenos for the sake of obtaining dangerous and pernicious technology. The destruction of these heretics is of high priority, but not high enough to demand immediate action. Okay. Why do you want to know about planets? Omnifaceted study of the Coronus Expanse is the sacred mission, operational objective of the Cognizance fleet. Information about the planets and star systems of the Coronus Expanse will be compiled, studied, and transferred to the holy repositories of Mars upon completion of the Great March of Exploration mission. This process increases the totality of knowledge and decreases the totality of ignorance in the universe. I have questions. Ooh, show the data slate. Interesting. Questions? Information assistance will be provided. Opticon 22? That's a strange name. The designation Opticon is an identifier with an illustrious history, a significant number of archive references, and is used by many explorators in the Cognizance fleet. The extension 22 is a custom edition made by the current unit designed to highlight the unit's unique personality. I see. What is the Cognizance fleet? The Cognizance fleet is an explorator fleet produced by the Adeptus Mechanicus for the purpose of surveying, optionally conquering, the Karanos Expanse. The fleet's core squadron is located in Data Classified, while auxiliary echelons and autonomous void vessels are operating throughout the entirety of the Karanos Expanse. May the Omnicide favor be with the tech comrades, my tech comrades. Pascal reverently touches the Explorator insignia on his robes. You are an Explorator? Then why are you here instead of exploring faraway systems? This unit functioned as a senior planetary scout for the duration of Data Classified procedural cycles. It was distinguished with 1. 3 promotions by 1 grade, 2. the right to Tier 2 sacred augmentation, and 3. a notation in the fleet-wide archives as a valuable unit. After a reconnaissance mission in the Tanaris system, this unit was promoted to the rank of Logis and transferred to Footfall in order to perform the function appropriate for its current state. There is something close to wistfulness in Opticon 22's otherwise emotionless voice. My archive contains data on the reconnaissance of the Tanaris system and the associated special circumstances. I express my respect for a veteran and inherent of the fleet. Valid assessment. The Tanaris system was a great test of faith, an assessment of this unit's durability threshold, an act of destructive xenocide. So what happened in the Tanaris system? Pascal and Opticon 22 turn to you and snap in unison. Data classified. Okay. Jeez. What are you doing on Footfall? This unit performs 1. Residential representation, 2. Maintenance of the bureaucratic machine for the purpose of ratification of the insulating boundaries, 3. Management of the Kappa thread supply line, and 4. Compilation of astrographic reconnaissance data. Abelard lets out a long and heavy sigh. There was once a tech acolyte in Lady Theodora's retinue who knew the unique language of the esteemed tech priests, only began to realize the true value of his abilities after he'd been devoured by a xenobeast and some nondescript world. Pascal, do these words have a translation? You seem to be speaking Gothic, but right, how very straightforward. Pascal? A hiss of static resembling a sigh comes out of Pascal's vox. Opticon 22's functions can be conveyed through flesh speak as functioning as the fleet's diplomatic mission, overseeing shipments, ensuring that the laity does not encroach upon Explorator's sphere of interest, and collecting data on star systems. Why are you here and not, say, at the Liege's palace? Prolonged communication with the lay people of high social standing causes this unit vexation, desire for forceful cessation of vital functions, grief, decline of motivation, righteous fury, willingness to initiate purity protocol. Remaining in an area of repair and maintenance of sacred machines is beneficial to this unit's cognitive functions. This statement is true. The behavioral dynamics typical of the lay groups are frequently devoid of logical patterns nor taxing to analyze. No more questions? Let's trade. Ooh, medkits. I want them all. Thank you. Stems. I want them all. Deflection gloves. These gloves allow the wearer to parry melee attacks with their ranged weapons using the ballistic skills instead of weapon skills. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Machine right set. A set of sacred oils. Cogitagrams. That can appease the keeper of any technology. Provides an additional opportunity to call out a machine spirit and interact with a device. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So it's like a hacking thing. Target designator. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with a deadeye shot, it reduces the enemy's deflection by 1 and applies 1 exploit until the end of combat. Stacks up 3 times. Neat. I will take that. So we can't actually get anything else with the profit factor we have. So we're gonna hold off on getting our reputation up. Although we have to get pretty high up, it looks like. Oh, we're already rank 4. I see. Neat. Okay. So these deflection gloves. That'd be good for somebody. Do you have gloves on? You do. What are your gloves? 3 tech use. You know what? We're gonna give you this. Well, what's your ballistic? Actually, no, you don't want that. It's only if your ballistics is high that you'd want those. Argenta? No. Really need to get you better weapons, though. That's for sure. Okay. Now this could be good. Oh, this isn't... I thought this was a helmet, but no, it's an accessory. 10 bonus to Commerce and Lore Imperium. If the wearer didn't spend MP during their turn, they gain 10 to all characteristics next turn. I do like that. We can replace the amulet, though, with that. I think that'd be good. And we can give this amulet or accessory to you, because you have Commerce, right? Isn't Commerce your thing? Yeah. And your Imperium's not bad either. Alright, cool. Alright, let's keep looking around. Got some goods up here. Let's go grab those. How do we get there?
I tread a path unexplored.
1, 3, 4, 5. So we need to find some sort of code, it looks like, to get them there. Worker. We got Ragman. Take this rubbish back to wherever you found it. I won't accept it. Don't even ask.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Live to serve, your ladyship. Internal report. I'm writing to inform you that 2 days ago, the discharge was interrupted by a raid launched by the Anvers gang. In the attack, 3 loaders servitors were put out of commission. Furthermore, 1 cargo container, serial number FVDA1-16165, was stolen along with its contents. Okay. You think that, that wasn't... No. I was thinking maybe those numbers would fit this code back here, but that's too long. Plus, there were letters in the beginning of the serial code. Alright. Your ladyship, gracious Lady Von Valances, please go right ahead. No checks are needed for you. Oh, good. Rank 5 functionary, Morbiteo Cavalli. Alright, before we go through the security checkpoint, let's make sure we don't miss anything else around here.
Embrace true power.
Let's go around this way first. Don't see anything over here. What's this? Hangar A1. Oh, we got like a little bar up here.
The world trembles beneath.
Welcome to
my
Footfall. You can rest here, away from the irksome rabble. What a view of that statue, though. That's a big statue. Damn.
Intriguing.
Finest wines from Janus. There's a commerce check over here. Strange memo. The holy book by the altar says 1. 2. That void damn customs guy. He is always on duty. Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for a piss? Is he a servitor or something? 3. Guess what? 4. Hangar by the window. Remember to bow to the Emperor through the window. Oh, is that statue I saw the Emperor? The corpse looks horrifying. The victim was thoroughly beaten before being shoved into the crack between the boxes. One of the hands is clutching a blood-stained paper.
The world will bow.
My house would be proud of me.
At first glance, these look like standard containers, but their frames have been reinforced and their sealing improved to keep the smell in. These are used to transport contraband. Oh, really? Can I, like, you know... see? No. More of that stuff there. Father, let's go home. Your father's probably working, man. Oh, he's talking to the servitor. That's kind of sad. Another commerce check.
As it should be.
The container is labeled Destination Janus. It is covered in dust. It must have spent a long time at the docks. Father? Oh, man, that's kind of sad.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Alright. Missing anything over here? I don't think so. Rank function 5. Yep, same thing. Got some goods over here still. Leaflet. Now is our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds, carve open their bodies like carcasses at the slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Casbalica, Corda, Von Valancius, their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow we will erase them from memory. Go and seize power, as much of it as you can carry. A and V. The walls of the container have rusted and its contents rotted away. A situation that is not uncommon for shipments trying to pass through Imperial customs. Alright. What do we got going on over here?
Uncover my path.
It's a pilgrim. They say the Emperor sent his angels here, and they used their swords to carve this majestic statue from an asteroid. Life of Saint Drusus, Volume 3. May the Emperor and Drusus the Warrior guide my feet. Alright.
Perfection.
A small altar. The central spot has been given to Drusus, a saint from the neighboring Calexis sector, who is widely revered in the Karanis expanse. Alright.
I tread a path unexplored.
That goes to the rest of Footfall. Leaflet. Now is our time, not theirs. Okay, this is the same thing.
I've read about this.
The container is marked foodstuffs, but it is empty and, by the look of it, has not been moved in a while.
My warp site reveals something.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, a cape. The wearer and their allies are immune to damage from the wearer's grenades. That's actually really potentially super nifty. I'd have to like pick a character that's kind of a grenade person. I'm not really sure who that would be at the moment.
My feet.
But try to remember that's in our inventory. To the rest of Footfall. Alright, so this is the docks. That's where we're at. So we can either go to the Atrium, has the Shadow Quarters, or... oh, no. We can go to the Atrium or Shadow Quarters. I see. Looks like we need to go to the Atrium, so let's go there. We need to get in contact with this liege guy. What do we got going on in the Atrium? Nobody to greet us here, huh? Do got some loot over there already. Shopkeeper. Can't shop with the shopkeeper, can I? Just to make sure. You meet all kinds on Footfall, and you can't tell right away who just looks crazy and who's an enemy of humanity hiding among his faithful. Yeah, that's true. Better just to kill them all, you know? Ooh, another cape. Fireproof cape. Or this cape is immune to burning. Also, whenever the wearer ends their turn, burning is removed from all adjacent enemies or allies. Yeah, enemies probably would be bad, but that's nifty. Every time I come here, I nearly go deaf. The sounds of the past assault my ears. Trumpets of glory interrupted by the rustling of rags and the clinking of coins above everything else. See if anybody responds to that. These bolts and nuts on the ground are quite large. This place is turning me nearly deaf as well, and that's without sorcerers' voices in my head. It's not swearing, it's merchants shouting, or gunshots. It's the same wherever one goes on footfall. Lore Imperium, 85%.
Predictable.
These columns appeared here back when the station was founded, when it was assumed that footfall would become a wondrous place in the stars. That's a nice column.
The world will bow.
Alright, we got a couple of goods on the ground over there. Let's go over here first, though. Excuse this cogitator. Logic. Oh, that opened up that area.
Embrace true power.
I'm telling you, they're stricken with plague. The whole ship is plagued. That's not good. Where are these goods at? Oh, right there. A leaflet. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. Right. We've read that one already. Man, this is this zone looks like it's bigger. Look, it's the Holy Sister, the Adeptus Sororitas. Be blessed, children of Terra, and may the Emperor's light never forsake you. That's nice.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
Xander Sir Natus's courier service. A letter for you. Oh, is that for the guard or for me? Oh, for him. Okay. Thank you, thank you. It's been a while since I last received a letter. Hopefully it's from some young lady who is smitten with me. Ha! No, these are bills. Sorry, man. It's tough out there. Okay, that's another one of those. I guess we'll go check that out while we're here.
Seize the opportunity.
Oh, this place looks wealthy. Oh, that's Liege's Palace. We somehow stumbled upon that place first. What is this? One of the many altars. It looks better tended than most places on footfall. Alright, let's go back this way. Not gonna worry about the liege at the moment. We'll probably talk to the liege in the next episode, looking at the time.
Intriguing.
Let's go up here. That we unlocked it. Alright, let's go ahead and jump across. I don't know what I'm getting at over here, but...
Impossible for this old officer.
Ooh. Commander's Monocle. Whenever an ally under the effect of the wearer's voice of command ability makes an attack during an extra turn, this attack deals an additional 3 times fellowship bonus percent in damage. That's potentially really good. And then another greatsword. So you're currently using those tactical goggles. So 3 times your fellowship bonus, so that's 15% more damage. I tend to use that a lot, so we're going to take that. And I'm assuming this greatsword is not anything different than what you're currently using. That's actually... It says 10 to 18 is better than 13 to 20. The armor penetration is definitely better. So I'll keep what you have. And I guess we can do something with this. Oh.
The whispers told me how.
The numerous wounds and injuries indicate that this was a particularly brutal murder. The letters A and V are carved into the victim's shoulder blade. Ew. That's rough. I'm gonna jump back over here. These A and V guys are not good, are they? As if we really needed any more indication to that. Need no rulers. Yeah. Get these off the street. Now's our time. Yeah. Alright, got some goods here. Go ahead and unlock those.
Operation successful.
Can I go down here? I can. Seems to be no reason to, but you can go there. The buzzing crowd has closed in on several harried-looking individuals. Some of their faces are smeared with fresh blood. The angry cries and twisted faces leave no doubt. A massacre is about to take place. Uh-oh. Just cut their throats already. What were they thinking letting that ship dock a footfall? They're all stricken. No cutting. We get their blood on us, we'll be tainted too. Better burn them. Hey, a priest-looking guy. They've got a portrait. Hieronymus Doloroso. Hey, isn't this who Argenta needs to see? Be quiet, you scoundrel. A priest, clad in a simple black raiment, cuts through the crowd like a void ship crossing the sky. You dare pass judgment on others? What arrogance to think you have the right! Argenta starts at the side of the elderly priest. That's Reverend Hieronymus. I'm surprised he decided to intervene in a street squabble. What's going on? Watch in silence. Leave the square. We're watching silence. Reverend! But these are heretics. Real heretics. Their whole planet is plagued. Folks say they all died over there. And why is that, huh? Because they're heretics, and the Emperor's punished them. We're no heretics. One of the people surrounding the crowd raises his chin. We ran from the heretics, barely escaped with our lives. And there was no plague on our planet. Only the archenemy's minions, a whole army of them. He spits on the ground. And if you want to blame anyone, blame those who abandoned our world. Blame the governor. Blame the tech priests. Blame the masters of Kiavagama who forsook it in its darkest hour. They talking about me? What's going on here? Several dozen gazes bore into you. And who are you supposed to be? I am Imogene, rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. Concerned citizen and armed one, I suggest you think well before giving me lip. I am Imogene. The rabble-rouser's expressions changes completely, and he makes a clumsy attempt at a bow, then crumbles to his knees. Your ladyship, I'm so sorry. Sorry for not recognizing you. You see, it's just that it's your first time on footfall, and we didn't know. Terrified, he falls silent. We were just rooting our heresy here. These scrawny ones, they're from the ship that came from the bowels of the Koran's expanse. They've got the plague there, and mutants, and now they're spreading their rot everywhere. That taint, they're all... Silence! You must be completely out of your minds. A band of woefully dim-witted reprobates who think themselves bringers of justice. Who are you to pass judgment on anyone? All you ought to be doing is suffering and repenting to the end of your days. And what's so wrong about that, Reverend? We just want to put these heretics to death. We're not heretics. The haggard man is on the verge of tears. We're refugees. I swear on the Golden Throne. We served the Imperium faithfully until they hung us out to dry. Where were the protectors that were meant to shield the lands of humanity from nightmares? Traitors and heretics, a lot of them. I don't know, you sounded pretty heretical to me. A murmur runs through the crowd. The people gawk at you, at the priest, at the wretched group huddling in the center. How tiring. The motley sea of colors that fills this restless crowd is hard on the eyes. So many hues, but most of them are acrid yellow streaks of fear. Their red buds swelling ready to burst and paint all who are gathered here. Cassia looks at the crowd of troublemakers warily, and they shudder at the very sight of her. As for the hearts of those who have been forced to defend themselves, they are shrouded in purplish-black grief, but their words are as transparent as the ice that lies at the top of a glacier. But commoners are always deaf to others' suffering, for such is their nature. Interfering in the affairs is hardly worthy of you or me, Imogene. Address the refugee. Those are serious accusations you're spouting. I hope you have proof to back them up. I am the mistress of Kiavagama, and if these people are my subjects, then I am the only one who can decide what to do with them. I command the onlookers to disperse. As for the rest of you, go to the docks and await further instructions. All onlookers are to return to their homes immediately. The refugees can go to the dock Alpha Row. I will speak to you later. Comply or face the consequences. Nod at the rabble-rousers in the crowd. The people before you insult those instated by the throne to be above them, and thus they deserve death. I am the mistress of Kiavagama. Hey, you lot heard what her ladyship said? Get to the docks. The rabble-rouser turns to you and bows deeply. Don't you worry none, your ladyship. We'll go with these people. We'll watch them and make sure they keep their traps shut about you. Yeah, we'll handle them later. The arrogance and self-righteousness of a malefactor. The priest shakes his head disapprovingly, then his eyes shift to you. I am Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso, head of the Drusian mission here on Footfall. I thank you for stepping in. Please, come see me when you have the time. We can talk then. I've got the time. Okay. Later. Alright. I guess we'll go talk to him now. I mean,
The world
no reason not to.
beneath my feet.
Now is our time. Yeah, yada yada yada. Lord Imperium.
A bitter taste of defeat.
What? This ancient statue does not look very well preserved.
The world will bow.
What's this? The sight of this cogitator would be enough to break any tech priest's heart. The machine is leaning slightly to one side, grimy, covered in scrawled drawings, with frivolous writing scratched here and there on the casing. Several keys are missing, and the rest are coated with dust. Pascal's respirator lets out a mournful hiss before he says grimly, "The right of operation has been repeatedly and blasphemously violated, requesting the identification and punishment of the deplorable acolyte entrusted with caring for the spirit of this machine. Try to repair it." After a series of creaks and groans, the cogitator's dusty screen lights up. On it are several lines of text, section headings. Praise the Omnissiah. The machine spirit of this cogitator is aggrieved but willing to serve. Accompanied by the crackling of a Benharic prayer, Pascal's mechadendrites gently place a couple of keys, lying on the floor back into place. Welcome. The screen flickers a few times before revealing to the world a text in low Gothic. In the name of the founder of Footfall Station, conqueror of stars, builder of outposts, the noblest rogue trader, Parsimus Dewayne, and on behalf of all his descendants, I welcome you. This cogitator was installed on the order of the illustrious Parsimus so that the needy may tap into the flow of his wisdom. Cast your eyes upon the list of sections and choose what you wish to know. Abelard's brow furrows. Parsimus Dewayne? I've never heard of such a rogue trader house. Whoever this Parsimus was, he sure thought big. Lord Captain Parsimus Dewayne one of the trailblazers of the Karanis Expanse, and this station's founder. I've read about his great deeds. Lord Dwayne was once a colonel of the Astra Militarum, but, by his will, later inherited a warrant. He accumulated enough power to gather a small fleet of loyal allies and venture out to conquer the Karanis Expanse. They say Footfall was meant to be his personal palace world, but the construction dragged on for decades, and Lord Parsimus eventually died of old age. His enemies instantly tore Footfall to pieces and turned it into the bastion of humanity we know today. One that is full of bandits, privateers, hustlers, and rogue traders. Pleased with herself, Cassia nods slightly to let everyone know that the lecture is over. I love that little line right there. Select the section titled About Footfall. Footfall Station has been envisioned by the great Parsimus Dwayne as a palace in the stars, as majestic as the spirit and mind of its creator. As of the year of this cogitator's installation, merely a small fraction of the great Parsimus's design has yet been made a reality, but already their audacity and grandeur are staggering. Footfall is to become the gateway to the savage and barely explored Karanis Expanse, a foothold for future conquests by the Imperium and the noble Parsimus Dwayne, who acts by the Emperor's will. The cogitator wheezes and blinks, clearly trying to shut down, attempt an emergency repair. The cogitator whirs, and the screen turns back on. One of the first structures on Footfall was the colossal statue of the Emperor. A whole asteroid was used for the creation of this sculpture, but even its titanic proportions cannot convey the awe that every faithful servant of the Imperium must feel before the Master. The statue is the center of Footfall in the same way that the Emperor is the center and heart of the Imperium. As construction progresses, new, smaller asteroids are being attached to the statue, their surfaces serving as a foundation for glorious palaces and temples, and their inner tunnels as home for the commoners and rabble. Select the section titled Parsimus Dwayne's Design. The cogitator flickers and grunts before displaying a tapestry of text. The great Parsimus Dwayne intends to conquer the Karanis Expanse and build the most grandiose structure, which will shine through the ages, praising the names of its creator and its descendants. Footfall, the palace in the stars. The glory of the great Parsimus's deeds will live on throughout the ages in his grand designs. The cogitator hisses and grunts as if trying to clean its insides by spewing out dust and detritus through its cracks. The cogitator hisses for a while, then the screen flickers and once more shows the words, "The great Parsimus Dwayne intends to conquer." Pascal's Vox wheezes mournfully. The spirit of this machine is enraged and will perform its function no more. I will see to it that the profaners responsible for its maintenance are marked for servo penance. Alright. Let's go ahead and get these goods before we talk to Hieronymus. That's all of it? Okay. Your Holiness, Reverend Hieronymus, I have been authorized to deliver an anonymous donation to you. Its sender is too humbled to give it to you in person, but they hope that it will benefit the servants of the true faith. How impotent and vain is one who hopes to save their soul with gratitude, or... yeah.